conditions here today. Spitting. Well, we're in spitting distance of Lee, which was the last destination, and yes, I've got Mrs Waywell with me again. Mrs Waywell, why are we here?
We're going on a canal boat cruise.
Oh,
Afternoon tea.
a canal boat cruise and afternoon tea. Well, weather today is not good, so at least we're under cover. That's good.
I think it is.
Yeah. We were going to go to the Wigan roller rink, but that activity has had to be kiboshed because
Yeah.
it's not open.
I don't think your knees are up to it.
No, that's true. So we're going on a barge.
Narrowboat.
A barge.
Narrowboat.
What's the definition of a narrowboat and a barge? Do you know?
I think there's a specified maximum width for a narrowboat, and it's 6'10", so maybe you plus a penis.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so as you can see, my penis is going to be overhanging that boat. Well, we can live in hope, can't we? Right, okay then. Well, let's get the Wigan narrowboat cruise underway. Are we having afternoon tea on it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, good. What will it be? Just pie and a pint?
Pie and a pint. That'd be nice, actually.
Okay. Our little boat. Or barge.
I thought we'd get prosecco.
Is there anything you don't like? You don't want the egg? Why is it? Why don't you want egg?
The egg round.
Yeah.
Siphoning money.
Oh well. Off we go to Wigan. 10.5 miles to go.
It's wooden.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just a load of planks.
Yeah, but they must have to be maintained.
As I just walked past that chap then, he said, oh, we're all going to be shipwrecked. I don't know why he thought that.
So come here and then you just make sure you hold on to the boat. Have you sailed before?
No.
Look at the front.
Yeah.
If I move the stick right, the boat will go to the left. Move the stick left, the boat goes to the right. Try and keep us in the middle, yeah?
Right.
But just, pardon the expression, just relax your grip a little bit.
Oh, okay.
If you hold it too tight, it translates as a steering input. Okay, you're good there.
Watch out just in case.
Come on, Mrs Waywell.
Pretty good. Newbie.
You feel it?
Yeah. It's waggling around quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's a little bit of vibration.
How long have you been doing this for then, these
I
trips?
got accidentally involved in the business 9 years ago, and I was chatting to a guy at the wharf who was friends with the original owner. And when people from Merscombe are very nosy, basically. They want to know the ins and outs.
You're going the wrong way again. I don't know.
You're pretty okay.
Oh, sorry.
Just bring the stick right. Stop saying sorry. So I got introduced, went out on a really nice sunny day, lots of nice people. Travel Zoo bought 2 or 3 of the shots.
Yeah.
And the guy said to me, do you fancy giving us a hand this summer? So I was newly single as a Pringle, no friends, didn't know the area, so I thought, well, why not?
Yeah.
And it just grew from there.
Brilliant.
So I now sail probably 95% of all our trips.
Yeah.
But we do have the other 2 boats as well, the river boats.
Are we going too close to the edge?
No, you're okay, just keep on that. Anyway, you're drifting left, so bring the stick left.
Oh, I thought we said the opposite.
Yeah, normally, but if you're drifting left and you don't want the boat to be drifting left, you bring the stick left,
Right.
and the boat will come right.
Oh, okay.
Where you want on the heading, you want the
Oh, that's where I was going wrong. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to remember that.
You've done well. Right. I'm going to go back down there, see if give them a chance if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Take control again.
I have the con. Well done.
What?
Well done.
Yeah, he just gave you the word.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That's very good.
You're welcome.
We're all safe. Well done.
Did you feed the ducks, or that's the key thing?
Oh God, no, that's
No.
too many things at once.
I thought there was mealworms. Were your treat for?
Oh, yeah.
If this was an analogy for the rugby this evening, do you think it will be plain sailing?
I hope the pace is faster than this.
I thought you might come up with some like
I don't know.
canal things.
cAnalogy.
cAnalogy. Ah, right, yeah. So give me some cAnalogy. Well sailed, he just said.
Yeah, but I didn't get best in show.
You didn't know. But we're not talking about dogs. Right. On to Wigan Town Centre. Let's see what we've got there. John Bull Chop House in Wigan.
It's the oldest building, I think.
The oldest building in Wigan. Well, we thought we'd just pop out of the rain because it's pissing down after our lovely barge experience.
Narrowboat.
Right, okay, yeah. So we'll go and get ourselves a pie so I can do the world record attempt later, and we'll go to the museum.
If it's still open, I think
What other delights are there in Wigan? What do you think of it so far?
I like it. Yeah.
You do, don't you?
Nice town.
Yeah. Rough and ready. You like that? So this is the famous Wigan Pier around here. I have to say, not much to look at. That's where the barge terminates. And that's it. That's Trencherfield Mill, which has got an operational steam powered engine in it, but is closed, which is a shame. And the roller rink is down there, which is also not open till 7, so it's either go there or go to the match. Oh, we've made it to the Wigan Museum of Life. Let's see what this has got to offer.
Museum of Wigan Life.
Oh, Wigan Life. Okay. The synonymous with Wigan, I think they say invented. What would you say? Created in the town.
What are they for? Just eating?
Yeah.
Like a sweet?
Yeah.
It's a building.
This is a controversial statement here. Wigan paved as big as Warrington and better builded. Is that builded? Built?
John Mayland should have gone to school.
Well, you heard it here first. Tonight's score, has read out on the xylophone, will be...
Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel will be...
I don't know what that score sounds like.
That'll do. Well done. What it is to be talented on a musical instrument, but they have got my musical instrument here. We have won, Warrington is gone.
Yeah, we're gone. Was he buried in Warrington?
Yeah, he was born in Wigan. So George Formby, born in Wigan and then buried in Warrington. Would you like an outfit like that to go to the match tonight?
Cool, yeah.
Suit you that. Classically trained, level 8, Mrs Waywell plays, what was that? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. What a waste of an education.
There, innit?
Touch me. What is the best rugby league vlog? Someone's wrote Tacklebags.
Amazing. We must have had a Warrington fan visit here today.
Shall we move on?
Coldplay?
Oh, jeez.
I'm just going to take that one now, actually. Terrible taste.
One thing about doing Tacklebags is the fact that it's the minimal amount of time that you have to fit any activities in a day, isn't it? I mean, we're going to have to head back now to the park up for the van, because that's about half an hour's walk away from the stadium tonight.
Well, with the walk in mind,
Yes.
might need to stop and get some cycling shorts.
Why?
Well, summertime, it's fat girl's nemesis, chub rub.
Oh. Are you actually saying that you've got chub rub?
Not yet.
You might have after watching Warrington and Wigan tonight, anyway. I have enjoyed Wigan. It's better than I thought.
Yeah.
End of the canal. About a 25-minute walk from the Crook Hall Inn. Great. Perfect place to camp and come and watch a rugby match. Let's hope the rugby match lives up to expectations. Any last minute thoughts, Mrs Waywell, before we go in?
Play nice.
Play nice? I don't think playing nice is going to get you to win, but we'll see. Well, I'm going to go there and get a pie. I'll go to the hay bar, Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
What do you want to drink? It's that time again where the pie will be getting tested, although it's currently at the temperature of the Icelandic volcano that's just erupted. So I was just going to wait till that cools down a little. Could be here till half time. I'm going in. Actually, it's quite meaty and tasty. Am I that hungry? 7 out of 10.
But
What else is in there?
I can't really read it. Dehydrated potato pieces.
The way you're pulling your face, I'm now thinking I've made the wrong decision. That's it. 12 all, half time.
Lovely, the finest game in the world. We'll see a bit more in the second half.
Fantastic. Do you want to make something £10,000 richer? Just press that button. We'll get a little countdown on the screen. The camera can probably show it to you.
Oh, he's going to have to press it again.
And there we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's quicker than last time.
That's better. No idea, it's the last tackle. Oh, what are you doing, miss?
Today's official attendance at the DW Stadium, 13,105. Thank you for your support. And also, today's man of the match has been chosen for 17, Kai Pierce-Paul.
Yeah, agree with that. 6 point.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score in this Betfred Super League round 19 by
Poor
Wigan
performance
Warriors
in the
26
second half by Warrington.
Warrington Wolves 12.
And a big reaction by Wigan in the second half. That sums this up. Mrs Waywell, what do you think about that?
Result?
What do you mean a result? Jesus, is that bad?
Yeah, well. It all started out so well again.
Yeah.
Losing again at the end. It's ridiculous.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. It just gets shambolic, doesn't it? Always second half. Not sure what's going on. I don't know. Whatever talk he's doing at half time, it's having the opposite effect.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I thought Wigan reacted in the second half and he got a response, and I reckon that was down to the coach. I reckon he gave him a bollocking because we said Wigan looked really flat and tired in the first half, and then they came out and
had a pie and a talking to, and
Yeah.
came out all right. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a pie.
Maybe it's a
why
pie.
I don't eat enough pies.
Yeah. There's a stadium there, and then
Legs of steel.
in the canal, a lone ball floating in the wind, a bit like Warrington's performance.
The road to Wigan.
And now the road home. Right, Hal, time to get the old sat-nav going.
Tacklebags program activated.
Okay.
Scanning CPU. Computing.
It's taking a long time, innit?
Navigation program selected.
Christ.
Still computing.
What the hell's going on?
Let's be honest, Dennis. Having spent 24 hours in Wigan, I need to reboot my rear analytical ports and check for viruses.
Oh dear. Well, we only left you for a short while. Anyway, what we need to do, we need to go and find out places to go and do the summing up of Tacklebags with Mrs Waywell. She's just nipped to the loo, I think.
Would you like me to access previous destinations?
No, that wouldn't be necessary.
Okay, deleting files.
Yeah, thanks.
Dennis, are you sure you want to delete 58 King Street, WN1, 1BT?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, you can just delete.
Accessing hard drive. The location is the home of Baby Platinum Gentleman's Lounge,
What is that?
Wigan's ultimate in gentleman's upscale adult entertainment.
Well, no, it's not quite that.
Dennis tells me it's a type of pie shop, although my data wank confirms that the pie is a euphemism for a fanny bar.
Just find somewhere else, please.
Scanning location.
Somewhere local.
There are no fanny bars in the immediate vicinity.
Oh. Welcome to the Tacklebags review of Wigan Warriors. Here we are. We're in Basson Bridges.
Basin Bridge Brewing Company tap room.
Okay. Are we promoting it? Are we getting sponsored?
I'm just saying where we are.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's just. We didn't think about some of the facts that we found out about Wigan. Obviously, George Formby was the main one. I think we did mention that when we were in the museum.
Yes, yeah, he's quite heavily featured in there.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger resided in Kitts Green in Wigan. Just stayed overnight.
No, didn't reside there.
Well, all right. He just stayed overnight. Probably in his car.
Oh, pie eating competition.
Oh yeah, what was the pain? You tried to contact the pie eating world record holder.
I should have. I'm kicking myself for not trying a little bit harder about that. Actually, yeah. There's a chap called Barry Rugby who has won 3 times the Wigan pie eating competition, and he lives in Wigan as well. And a feeble attempt at trying to contact him, it didn't work.
35.4 seconds is the record for a meat and potato pie. Well, I think it's meat and potato pie. But yeah, we didn't quite get hold of him, did we? But never mind.
No, next time.
Rapper 50 Cent were recorded in Standish. Wigan roughly has the same population as Iceland. Not the shop. Let's get on to the first category, logistics. So what do we think, Mrs Waywell? 2 train stations, north, south, east, west covered, motorways.
Yep, not far from the motorway. There's nothing to knock really. It's pretty good.
Easy to get there.
Easy to get there. Places to stay in walking distance. There's walking distance from the town. I'm sure the bus routes are frequent. So yeah.
You like being up north, don't you?
Well, yeah. It's yeah. You get a bit stuck down here in Somerset sometimes.
Yeah. We had a perfect camp spot, Crook Hall Inn.
Yeah.
Lovely little walk to the stadium from there, 20-minute walk up the canal.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yep.
Very quiet. So we had a good night's sleep. That was good.
Quiet, absolutely.
I don't think there's anything to knock on Wigan from a logistics point of view. What would you score it overall for logistics?
4.5.
4.5. What would make it a 5?
Look, Noah's going to get a 5. I mean, free shuttles to the stadium from the nearest
with champagne.
Transport hub. Yeah, free champagne. You know, a neck massage. God knows.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do when we go to Wakefield. So, anyway.
Yeah, we haven't scored there yet.
Logistics, 4.5 out of 5. Anyway, venue. Right, we're going to get over this now. Its ticket price was £30.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. What you're getting for that, you're obviously getting a state-of-the-art stadium.
Is that an alpaca?
Yes. There wasn't any alpacas at Wigan. It does look like it's going to rain now, so we do need to hurry this along a bit.
Can I turn this round?
Well, oh yeah. In the distance, there is an alpaca with its head up. It has got quite a small head to neck ratio. Right. Anyway.
Like a rugby player. Fat neck. Oh, that's Union really.
Facilities. They had a lift in the stadium.
Well, no use to us, but helpful to some people.
When you're in the stadium, it is starting
it's the
to
rain.
We'll carry on. We're professionals. When you're in the stadium, it was quite grey, like it is now, with a cloud coming over. I did think that if George Orwell was going to write a book in there, or a new George Orwell, he would write
The Long Road Out of Wigan.
From the DW Stadium. It was pretty grey. There was some pictures you said you saw.
Yeah, there's artwork up in the concourse and all that stuff. No,
Sean Wayne's artwork.
It's all right, but what?
I'm not sure.
All stadiums are grey.
Well,
it's not. I don't think that's a good criticism, but I know what you mean. They're much of a muchness, aren't they? Always lacking colour.
I didn't actually contact the club because I've been there before. I put a photo up of the match press room. Yeah, quite depressing. But also, because I've got Mrs Waywell with it, I don't need to speak to any of the players or anybody else. I spoke to him before. And at the moment, it's probably not a good time to ask him, how do you feel about how the season's going? Because it's going shite. So, the other things with the venue, I think you don't like the segregation side of it, do you?
No, I like to be able to mingle with everyone, walk round, preferably the whole concourse, but it's modern stadiums, they segregate each wing into a group, or more than one group actually. Really don't like that at all. So it doesn't get you fired up for the game so much. But just
and in terms of game excitement, I do remember the first half. It felt like most of the people were just sat there watching a TV programme on a Friday night. It was very flat, it was quite boring. But then the second half, it sort of came alive, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that was probably because Wigan got a half-time talk that they came out and they were a lot more aggressive, and I think that lifted the crowd, and that's where
Hang on, yeah, but we're looking at this from a Wigan perspective. I think all that's I agree with, save for the Warrington fans who, as usual, put up an excellent atmosphere.
Out of 5.
3.5? Yeah, 3.5.
Venue, 3.5 out of 5. Well, we've moved inside because the weather's inclement. So just have a look around there. This is what is it? The
Basin Bridge Brewing Company, tap room.
Yeah. So it's a little pop-up brewery.
It's a pop-up, it's a permanent brewery.
It's a permanent brewery now. Anyway, we're on the next segment, and as you can see, I've it's Sustenance, and in particular about Sustenance being at the match. Well, if you think about it, what did we have while we were at the match? We had a pie and a pint, or I did.
Yeah, I had your crust.
Yeah, what did you think of me crust?
It was quite dry, however, what I saw at the pie looked okay. There was actual meat in it, which is a good start.
Just to clarify, it was the Clayton Park Bakery, which is based in Accrington. So again, what's going on here? Why are Wigan outsourcing pies?
This place, there's like 6 Tacklebags in Wigan.
So yeah, I think the important thing is now is that I did buy a pie, and I also bought a barm spread that comes with the pie to make a Wigan Kebab. So it's only right that we have a Wigan Kebab. Now I did leave the barm outside, and it did rain very heavily on it.
For about half an hour.
So, but I will, it's all right. For the purposes of Tacklebags, I will now experiment with a Wigan Kebab. So, as you can see, I have my barm cake and a pie. And apparently, this is a Wigan Kebab. So, bon appetit. Very interesting. Would you like a pint of Waywell?
Well,
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Off camera.
So, have you anything to say about Sustenance?
Right. Seriously? Yeah, there were pies and hot dogs, that's nice, that's standard. But actually, I think they had quite a lot of drinks, and I thought this is good. A lot more than
Which
the
does
average.
remind me, Wigan is joined with the French town of Angers. So, why didn't you go for wine while we were on that trip?
I didn't want to mix my drinks. However, because I've been drinking beer all day, I just didn't want to mix my drinks really. But I normally would go for wine because I just prefer you get more bang for your buck in terms of alcohol content.
Okay, but Sustenance, as we were in Wigan, I mean, you know what you're going to get when you go to the stadium. They did have a selection of different pies, which were okay. I thought they were all right. The beer, they had a selection of beers.
Yeah.
Good. So, overall, what would you give Sustenance at Wigan? I mean, you can use this as an example, but, you know, based on my crust.
I saw what was on offer. I'd say 3.5.
Sustenance, 3.5 out of 5. Fan engagement. Well, 13,000 crowd at Wigan, a healthy crowd. But not the support from Warrington was probably a bit limited. About 2,000 maybe from Warrington. Let's talk about some of the features of fan engagement. Well, they had a big screen there, which was good. I would say that they didn't utilise the big screen as normal. I think they used it for the pre-build-up to just show the players. Sky Sports were there, so that was good because then obviously we got replays during the match.
Yeah.
It's quite useful when you can't see much. Music. Now, I thought the music was well placed. They picked some anthems of the past that really appealed to the demographic, and I think things like songs like Queen and We Are the Champions and things like that helped to sort of get a bit of, you know, sort of the crowd going and singing along and stuff. I thought that was quite. Did you pay attention at any point?
Really?
No, you did. There were programmes outside, which was good. Not seen that for a long time. That was good. The entertainment at half time. Do you remember what that was?
I think it was the cheerleaders again. And they weren't even on the pitch actually, they were sort of behind the sticks at one end. I'm not a fan of it. They're doing their best. I mean, it's very nice for them,
Is
but
cheerleaders still
it's not relevant. It's not very relevant at the moment.
You know, everybody's looking at it through a lot of older men looking at younger women and stuff.
Well, that's how I feel. I think it's a bit an uncomfortable experience.
Yeah, I think that's what it makes everybody feel like with the way that society's gone. So perhaps people need to think about change there, do you think? cheerleaders.
Maybe make it a bit more diverse.
Yeah.
Maybe introduce the odd senior ex-player.
They did, you said ex-players, they did actually have a load of ex-players walking around before the match from both teams, and then they lined up as the teams walked out. So you thought that
I
was
saw
perfect.
that. I missed them walking around. I didn't realise.
I think they did walk around, or they didn't walk far, because obviously a lot of them can't walk nowadays after playing rugby league for 20 years. Yeah, so I think what else have we got? Senior ex-players. Oh, Sir Lindsay Hoyle did a lotto pick, or he attempted to press the button to send the numbers out, but he did that. There wasn't really much anything else. The main feature for me is that there was an academy game before the match, which I think is good for a rugby league fan. That's probably more interesting than a lot of the other shenanigans that goes on. So the fireworks, do you think we should have maybe knocked a couple of quid off for the fireworks? What's your thoughts?
Right, I know. I'm going to go completely opposite to what I said at Lee. The weather was worse at Wigan, and you could see the fireworks. However, again, I just think it's an expense. I'm not sure it's worth the money. I kind of enjoyed them, but they showed up on a grey sky nicely, but they don't in bright sunshine. So I think it's a risk not worth taking in the summer.
Were you entertained by the peregrine falcons that we thought we saw?
I don't think they weren't peregrines.
They were a bird of prey.
Yeah, they were a bird of prey. I don't think they're peregrine falcons.
I mean, I know we're going off on a tangent now from rugby league, but I did enjoy the fact that...
Second half, when Wire were doing terribly, it was more entertaining to watch the birds overhead.
I did actually capture that on some pictures. How would you score fan engagement?
3.
Fan engagement, 3 out of 5. Atmosphere. Atmosphere at the DW Stadium. I liked it when we were walking up. I felt quite excited. Got in there. There was quite a buzz about the place. The first half wasn't really that loud. Warrington fans were very loud. They were always beating the drum and stuff like that. They were hard at it. Not much from Wigan. But certainly, as we said before, in the second half, I felt like things picked up a bit. What about you?
I think, as ever, Warrington carried the atmosphere. They always do a fantastic job.
Are you just appealing to Warrington fans?
No,
Is that
it's
new?
true. No, it's true. Every match I've been to, I've heard them above everyone else, and it's great. I think they do a great job. First half we were pretty quiet. I think they disagreed with a few decisions.
Who by?
Kendall. So that probably tempered it a little bit, the spirit. But second half was a different story.
I think the atmosphere is better in here.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
Our locals got a better atmosphere.
What about the kids shouting at 110 decibels down your ear hole?
Oh, well, you can't keep them at home all the time, can you? Little shite, Jesus.
No, I think he got excited. I quite liked the atmosphere in the second half. I thought it was good, hearing it from both sides. And I think that's why I picked the ticket that sits in the middle. Is so I can hear both sides of it, to get a neutral sort of feel for it and so on. I thought the atmosphere was good. There was a bit of swearing, which actually I enjoyed.
Enjoyed?
Yeah, I think it was like, it showed a bit of passion. It wasn't indiscriminate swearing, as I put it. So, I thought it was...
Passion.
Yeah. So, overall atmosphere, how did you feel?
2.5.
I didn't think it was better than a couple of the others we've been to.
Catalan, I was almost convinced to start screaming for Catalan. Like, they were so passionate and loud. Like, they were very into it.
I thought
Wigan sounded bit, like, even though they won, it sounded bitter.
It sounded bitter. Sticking to your 2.5. She's never coming back to Wigan.